Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Club Gig, and I'm your host, Kimberly. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Today's our very first day, and I'm very, very excited to be with you today. Now, there's some things that we want to focus on Mondays because it's Root Chakra Monday. Every Monday is Root Chakra Monday. Now, Root Chakra Monday corresponds spiritually to our discovery of who we are really, according to the Most High Creator. It's where we drop all of the ideas that we have of ourselves or that other people have projected onto us about who we are, what we're capable of, all of things that, classify you. We drop all of those ideas that we've created or others have created for us and ask the Most High Creator exactly who you are and why you're here. And we allow the Most High Creator to identify that for us. Because, it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, where you live, what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter which political preference you have. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter whether you live in a box or a high-rise or drive a speed car or ride a bicycle. None of that matters. You know why? Because in the beginning of all things, we were created by one Most High Creator with the same exact intention for each of us to experience the highest level of love, peace, and abundance possible. In our day-to-day, the lives that we've created, the foundations that we've built, we've edged that capability out of our understanding about selves. We've learned how to better fit in than grow and expand into new things. When we acknowledge this fact and we go to the Most High Creator and say, please tell me who I am and my importance, He will. And you learn that you are magnificent exactly how you are because somewhere inside of you, you have a dream. And at some point, you've indicated what you want that dream to be. And all of the heavens and the universe respond to your requests, regardless of what they are. And when you dreamed your dream, a whole series of events lines up for you to experience what needs to be experienced in order to achieve that dream in the most beneficial way as determined by the Most High Creator. Okay? When we allow ourselves to grasp who we are taking the first step in understanding that education to get us where we want to go. We find that we're magnificent and creative and limitless and strong and fearless. Because along with the understanding about how great we are, it must first be understood about the greatness of the Most High Creator Himself. To have the ability to orchestrate such a comprehensive plan of life that truly benefits everyone if we just grasp the essence of it and become part of the dance of life that's been created for us. Then we suddenly begin to understand how magnificent that we really are. Because the Most High Creator created us in His likeness. In His likeness. I happen to be a Christian and believe in Jesus, but there's been many that have been indicated through many different religions of people that have come to show us our greatness, of all of the things that we were capable of if we would just simply believe that we're equal, because we were created with that intention to begin with. and that we are magnificent and limitless because we are meant to perform miracles. We are literally miracles in action the moment we say that we are ready to go for it. And all it really requires is our allowing ourselves, maybe for the first time in our lives, to really onboard who the heck we are to begin with, according to the one who made us. That shift, that little opening that's created by your willingness to find out who you are, according to him, is like opening a giant door to love. It's allowing the Most High Creator to use all of his resources, heavenly resources, of course. I believe in Jesus and the Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors. He begins maneuvering like a chessboard. That's your life. Everything that you need to experience, to be the best that you can be. And sometimes the lessons are difficult. They get harder and harder every time we have to try to relearn the same exact lesson. The way to learn our lessons is to realize why we're getting them. And that is all rooted in because of who we are. If we weren't getting challenges, we wouldn't have the ability to grow. If we weren't having life cycles and repetitive things that are hard to learn sometimes, we wouldn't be learning them in their entirety. If we didn't have challenging things come before us, we wouldn't see the difference between right and wrong, or what we do want and what we don't want, or truth and illusion. Call it what you will. And a lot of us, from our childhood, never really established who we were spiritually. And when that's missing in your life, that foundation is not steady or secure. So no matter what else you do, there's instability. Because, like a house and a foundation, the foundation must be strong or the house eventually goes. So with Root Chakra Monday, we focus on who the hell we are to begin with. And why the heck we're here. Because we're all just pieces of the puzzle to the Most High's grand puzzle of life. And it's our job as the new era of spirituality engages, that we learn how to engage with it. The whole universe benefits when we engage in the dance of life. It's like we're the key to heaven on earth that has a resounding energetic vibrational effect throughout the universe, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But in order to dance the dance of life, we must start with a strong foundation. And that's knowing who the heck we are and why we're here. You will find that we are here to live a joyful experience. And, we cover it step by step as we go through the week, each day being a different chakra. And after 7 days, having touched every chakra. And we just keep on going because it's the gift that keeps on giving. We always will grow. And as we grow, we gain in wisdom and understand even more and more. On Root Chakra Monday, we seek to engage the pure essence, the spiritual essence of self, and become all that we can be, because our foundation has been structured in such a way to support our being all that we can be. Now, on Root Chakra Monday, we're dealing, of course, then also with the root chakra, which is the first of the 7 primary chakras within us, our invisible energetic system, if you will, the final piece of us that we have not yet mastered, because we haven't put all of these things together yet. Okay, but after all of the things that I've been through, I have refined this over and over and over again, and there is a definitive correlation between our energetic vibration and our spiritual growth and wisdom. You see, what I've discovered is that our spiritual growth, as we learn our educational experiences meant to get us to our dream, we grow in wisdom, spiritual wisdom. We begin to see truth rather than illusion. We begin to focus on what is within us. We begin to focus on what we do want rather than what we don't want. Okay. As this transformation takes place spiritually, it affects our energetic vibration in a very positive way. When we don't know who we are inadvertently and unknowingly for many, operating from a lower vibration of self. Our energetic vibration is just not what it could be, right? And the root chakra is located at the very base of your torso, down there, okay? And it's essentially a wheel that spins. When we're not grounded in the foundation of who we are, according to the Most High Creator, without our acknowledgement of our own greatness and the Most High's greatness as well, this root chakra doesn't spin smoothly. It's not producing the proper energetic value that it needs to support the remaining 6 chakras. Okay. On one side, the root chakra is spinning too wildly. And with that, you're just like doing all kinds of things that you will probably regret. And if it's going too slow, and these things are caused by emotions and traumas and stuff like that, when it's going too slow, we close ourselves off out of fear, and we cause ourselves not to grow. Excuse me. But when it's operating smoothly, it's giving us a confidence, because when we grasp this wisdom intellectually, logically, and we allow it to affect us internally, it stabilizes this root chakra to a degree that you actually feel stronger within you. It's a bit of confidence, a bit of feeling protected, a bit of brazenness, actually, maybe, because now you're like, wow, I didn't know that about myself. Tomorrow we get to explore what we want to do with that. But for today, we want to simply focus on how great we really are and why. Why? Were we put here to be miserable? Well, that's not what I learned. We were put here to experience and create magnificence. Things that bring us joy and love and abundance. Things that are equally beneficial for everyone. Yeah, I like that idea quite a bit. Now, on an energetic perspective, when that root chakra begins to spin correctly, smoothly, because now we're grasping who really we are, and now we're starting to feel that internally. Now what's happening is you're raising your energetic vibration. Now energy will always return to itself. It's a universal law. It's a boomerang effect, some will refer to it as. What you're sending out by way of your emotions and your thoughts and your feelings as an energetic vibration, constantly and consistently, every single second of every single day, by the way, what's happening is that's leaving out of you, going out as a signal to the universe of what you want, and bringing exactly the same emotional experience back to you. It may look different. It may have different people. It may be a different circumstance. But in the end, the feeling of it will have been the same. That's a cyclical learning experience that you haven't yet grasped. These energetic vibrations, as they're raising, it's increasing the quality of our boomerang. Oh, excuse me. Of our boomerang. So whereas a low vibration from a broken, we'll call it a broken root chakra, is a low vibration with a kind of moldy looking wooden boomerang. But the moment, and I do mean the moment, you choose to find out who you are according to the Most High Creator, that boomerang turns to gold. And from here on out, as long as you don't backslide too badly, that boomerang does nothing but grow in brilliance as you increase step by step by step. So even with this introduction, this request to the Most High Creator to show you who you are according to Him, the one who created you, that's immediately raising your energetic vibration. It's beginning to correct the spinning of the root chakra. It's assisting, literally assisting physically our bodies in the area of everything surrounding that root chakra. And we're preparing the foundation for tomorrow to begin discovering how to use this newfound freedom and the sacral chakra energy. Because the root must be established in order to support the sacral. Each level of wisdom must be accomplished to achieve the next. It's kind of like going to school. Now, I do want to introduce to you a couple of extra things that I do add on at this level of understanding. First of all, there are many things that the Most High Creator has left for us to utilize as tools that can help assist us by way of a more positive energetic vibration to physically and energetically assist our spiritual growth. That's how I see it. Now, I do use crystals that are specifically chosen by myself for the task at hand, according to the chakra and the spiritual wisdom, because the energy is aligned together, and the crystals will help amplify the energetic vibration. Now, I use a black obsidian, the red jasper, and the tiger's eye. Between these three, we are helping release negativity and amplifying positive vibrations. We are grounding ourselves in the truth of who we are. And we're gaining in the confidence of the protection we have and exhibiting a newfound strength, an internal strength of self to help us achieve the next steps. So I will either carry these around with me in my pocket, put it on my desk, whatever, but these are the three that I focus on for this day. Also, other helpful things. Colors also have an energetic vibration. The color for root chakra is red. That energy vibration of red aligns with the crystals and the chakra and the level of spiritual knowledge being our foundation, our grounding of self. And so what I recommend is that you wear red. I haven't dressed yet for the day. I'm still in my morning glory, so I haven't yet gotten there, but an item of clothing, perhaps jewelry, an accessory, the red stones, anything that you, or even surrounding you. So, a red cup, a red coffee cup, a red, whatever red that you can integrate into your life for this day will also assist you in increasing your energetic vibration. And the last thing is, there's two more things. Food plays a significant role in assisting our chakras in operating properly. And there's foods that are attached to the beneficial spinning, if you will, or operation of each chakra. On Monday, on Root Chakra Monday, our focus is proteins, lean meats, to make sure that we are putting that predominantly in our diet on this day will assist us in our grounding, in our acceptance of the greatness of self, to better support the energetic vibration that's being produced by our understanding and assisting the root chakra and all of everything, the organs and everything down there, to a more smooth performance as it's intended. Okay? And then the very last thing is, I have always been into, some form of fitness my entire life. But I have kind of boiled this all down to the most simplistic types of physical and creative exercises that support each chakra as well. So on Root Chakra Monday, where we are just now beginning to understand the correlation of our spiritual wisdom and our energetic vibration, what we would like to do physically and to maintain it through the week also is to open up and loosen up our muscles and, so that we can flow this energy properly through our bodies. So, everything that we're adding on top of our knowledge is a function that we can begin to grow into our lives with enjoyment and pleasure and support of our continued growth and success. Now, the next part of this is me sharing with you a very simple stretch that can be done sitting or standing that helps us open up our inside and fully experience the increased energetic vibration from this level of spiritual wisdom gained and help everything else move right along. So, the last thing I share, and this is before the exercise, every day is an excerpt from the Course in Miracles. Now, not only am I an empath, but I'm pretty well connected. So what I do, this is a Course in Miracles. It's the book, the text, the workbook, and the teacher's manual. I use the heck, as you can see. But how I do it is, I'm focusing on the root chakra content for today, or whatever it happens to be at the moment I choose to do this. And, I say a prayer, I give gratitude, and I say, okay, God, what do you want me to talk about today? And I literally flip open, and wherever I stop is what I read. And it never fails. It's absolutely right on point every single time. So today, I opened up to chapter 16, the forgiveness of illusions. In section 6, the bridge to the new world. And the reason why this is so appropriate is because it kind of sets a stage for our beginning. So it's no surprise to me that this is the text he chose for me to read to you today. So let's go to it. The bridge to the real world. The search for the special relationship is the sign that you equate yourself with the ego and not with God. For the special relationship has value only to the ego. To the ego, unless a relationship has special value, it has no meaning, for it perceives all love as special. Yet this cannot be natural, for it is unlike the relationship of God and his Son, and all relationships that are unlike this one must be unnatural. For God created love as he would have it be, and gave it as it is. Love has no meaning except as its creator defined it by his will. It is impossible to define it otherwise and understand it. Love is freedom. To look for it by placing yourself in bondage is to separate yourself from it. For the love of God, no longer seek for union in separation, nor for freedom in bondage. As you release, so will you be released. Forget this not, or love will be unable to find you and comfort you. There is a way in which the Holy Spirit asks your help, if you would have his. The holy instant is his most helpful aid in protecting you from the attraction of guilt, the real lure in this special relationship. Do you not recognize that this is its real appeal? For the ego has taught you that freedom lies in it. Yet the closer you look at the special relationship, the more apparent it becomes that it must foster guilt and therefore must imprison. The special relationship is totally meaningless without a body. If you value it, you must also value the body. And what you value, you will keep. The special relationship is a device for limiting yourself to a body and for limiting your perception of others to theirs. The great rays would establish the total lack of value of the special relationship if they were seen. For in seeing them, the body would disappear because its value would be lost. And so your whole investment in seeing it would be withdrawn from it. You see the world you value. On this side of the bridge, you see the world of separate bodies, seeking to join each other in separate unions and to become one by losing. When two individuals seek to become one, they are trying to decrease their magnitude. Each would deny his power, for the separate union excludes the universe. Far more is left outside than would be taken in, for God is left without and nothing taken in. If one such union were made in perfect faith, the universe would enter into it. Yet the special relationship the ego seeks does not include even one whole individual. The ego wants but part of him and sees only this part and nothing else. Across the bridge, it is so different. For a time, the body is still seen, but not exclusively as it is seen here. The little spark that holds the great rays within it is also visible, and this spark cannot be limited long to littleness. Once you have crossed the bridge, the value of the body is so diminished in your sight that you will see no need at all to magnify it. For you will realize that the only value the body has is to enable you to bring your brothers to the bridge with you and to be released together there. The bridge itself is nothing more than a transition in the perspective of reality. On this side, everything you see is grossly distorted and completely out of perspective. What is little and insignificant is magnified, and what is strong and powerful cut down to littleness. In the transition, there is a period of confusion in which a sense of actual disorientation may occur. But fear it not, for it means only that you have been willing to let go your hold on the distorted frame of reference that seemed to hold your world together. This frame of reference is built around the special relationship. Without this illusion, there could be no meaning you would still seek here. Fear not that you will be abruptly lifted up and hurled into reality. Time is kind, and if you use it on behalf of reality, it will keep gentle pace with you in your transition. The urgency is only in dislodging your mind from its fixed position here. This will not leave you homeless and without a frame of reference. The period of disorientation, which precedes the actual transition, is far shorter than the time it took to fix your mind so firmly on illusions. Delay will hurt you now more than before, only because you realize it is delay, and that escape from pain is really possible. Find hope and comfort, rather than despair in this. You could not long find even the illusion of love in any special relationship here, for you are no longer wholly insane, and you would soon recognize the guilt of self-betrayal for what it is. Nothing you seek to strengthen in this special relationship is really part of you, and you cannot keep part of the thought system that taught you it was real and understand the thought that knows what you are. You have allowed the thought of your reality to enter your mind, and because you invited it, it will abide with you. Your love for it will not allow you to betray yourself, and you cannot enter into a relationship where it could not go with you, for you would not want to be apart from it. Be glad you have escaped the mockery of salvation the ego offered you, and look not back with longing on the travesty it made of your relationships. Now no one need suffer, for you have come too far to yield to the illusion of the beauty and holiness of guilt. Only the wholly insane could look on death and suffering, sickness and despair, and see it thus. What guilt has wrought is ugly, fearful, and very dangerous. See no illusion of truth and beauty there, and be thankful that there is a place where truth and beauty wait for you. Go on to meet them gladly, and learn how much awaits you for the simple willingness to give up nothing, because it is nothing. This new perspective you will gain from crossing over will be the understanding of where heaven is. From this side, it seems to be outside and across the bridge. Yet as you cross to join it, it will join with you and become one with you, and you will think in glad astonishment that for all this you gave up nothing, and that's truth. It seems wrong, but it's so right. The joy of heaven, which has no limit, is increased with each light that returns to take its rightful place within it. Wait no longer for the love of God and you, and may the holy instant speed you on the way, as it will surely do if you but let it come to you. The Holy Spirit asks only this little help of you. Whenever your thoughts wander to a special relationship which still attracts you, enter with him into a holy instant, and there let him release you. He needs only your willingness to share his perspective, to give it to you completely. And your willingness need not be complete, because his is perfect. It is his task to atone for your unwillingness by his perfect faith, and it is his faith you share with him there. Out of your recognition of your unwillingness for your release, his perfect willingness is giving you. Call upon him, for heaven is at his call, and let him call on heaven for you. And of course, they're referring to Jesus. It's funny. Such a simple task is so difficult for us to complete. We simply must ask. That's all it takes. I like to call him Dad. Dad, what do you want me to know? Dad, how do you want me to handle this situation? Dad, for the love of you, could you please tell me who I am? Because apparently I don't know how to do me right, because if I did, I wouldn't be experiencing these continuous cycles of chaos and confusion. Because I know, Dad, when I do what you want me to do, then my life turns out exactly in such a way that gives me joy and abundance and peace. So, Dad, could you please tell me and show me who I am? I really could use that support right now. And because you're the one who made me, I'm going right to the source to find out. No middlemen. Me and you. Because that's what it comes down to, friends. Your relationship with the Most High Creator. Me or anyone else can suggest you a path. But what really makes the difference, the one thing that no one in this world can give you, that is fully your responsibility to grasp and grab a hold of, is that initial commitment to ask that question and find the answer. You won't be disappointed, because you see, what we've made is not what he sees. He sees it to help us learn, but he sees it in an outside kind of way. He sees us for who we are. And when you let him show you who you really are, you will not be disappointed. The experiences? Yeah, maybe. But the truth of who we are? Do not fear your greatness. It's yours for the taking. All you gotta do is ask. Okay, stay tuned. Let's get into the exercise or the stretch for the day. Be right back with you. Okay, as I mentioned, there's either a physical exercise or a creative exercise assigned to each day. Now, because these beginning 3-4 chakras are so vitally important in the transmission of our wisdom and energetic vibration, these are the first 3 days of physical exercise. However, like I said before, it's very, very limited, very, very easy. Of course, always ask a healthcare provider, if you're uncertain if you could do any of these moves, but I'm going to show you a very basic stretch that I do every single solitary day when, in my morning routine here, that helps me open myself up and gets my energy running correctly. Now for today in the stretch, tomorrow we do another exercise, Wednesday we do another exercise, and these 3 exercises we build on and carry with us throughout the whole week, okay? So first let me show you regular standing up, and then I'll show you the sitting down position. Very, very, very simple. We stand with our feet shoulder length apart, back up straight, shoulders back, head up straight, no slouching, standing up straight. Your legs aren't poker straight. You give them a little bit of bend, okay? Then you put your arms up in the air, reach as high as you can. I like to intertwine my fingers. You can't see my whole self. Intertwine my fingers, give myself a real good stretch, way up high, shake out my hands, and right now I'm feeling it down my back. I'll show you all sides. Feeling it just down my back and like stretching, pulling my waist out of my hip area, loosening up my shoulder and back wing area, getting my circulation going on. Quite simple. Then with your feet still shoulder length apart, you go from this position to leaning back just as far as you're comfortable. Don't lean back so far that you fall backwards or that your back hurts. Stretch up high, lean back just a little bit, let your arms fall down. And now, right now, you're opening up this whole chest area, bring all of this, opening up your torso so that the energy can go through. Let me show you the side. Just very easy, move my arms around, let this stretch just come naturally. Using the weight of your arms. For a little additional bonus, you want to stretch out these neck muscles here, and you pull your chin up, pulling all of this out. This area gets really tight from our slumping, our constant on the phone, on the computer, doing labor. This position is not good for us. It makes all this whole front pull into itself and pull our whole front forward when our body needs to be straight and in alignment with our shoulders back. So this exercise here is opening this up and stretching this back into place slowly and easily, and helping the neck area also open up by pulling that chin up. And then from this position, we go forward. Now this is a little bit of a balancing challenge, okay? Again, we don't want to go so far forward that we feel like we're falling over, but again, with your feet shoulder distance apart, we just want to go from this position right here and make our arms go around and put them straight in front of us. Now what we're doing is we're going for a 90-degree angle with our body from here. Bend at your hips, straight as possible. Put your arms out so we get a better stretch in the hindquarters and down the back of our legs, down the back of our calves. These are areas that, again, are normally underworked, either jelly or taut from sitting or too much physical labor. So you want to just hold that position for a minute. Now, that's also causing you to strengthen the lower back portion, which is your stomach area as well, helping pulling your stomach, tighten the whole area surrounding your root chakra, giving you foundational strength in your core by the repetitive nature of our doing this every day. At the same time, it's releasing all these kinks so that your body can generate this new positive energetic vibration. Okay, and then from here, we simply just come all the way down as far as we can. Now, our goal is to be able to get our buttocks as far to the ground as possible. Using your arms as your counterbalance is fine. If you could cross them, fine. But in this position, let me go sideways. In this position, we're now opening up this whole area. We're strengthening our thighs and our calves, our stomachs, and we're balancing all simultaneously, which is then enabling us to come up and put our arms in the air. This is enabling a full body strength through your calves, up the sides of your legs, through your torso, your hips, your buttocks, your lower back and stomach area, releasing the tension in your upper body and neck area, and then allowing this energetic flow then not to be captured in the primary areas of interest that are reflective of the positioning of our chakra system. That's why this is very, very simple. It's very targeted for a particular purpose. So we do this as many times as necessary. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, if you're feeling a little stitchy, you might have to go at it slow, and you might have to do more to feel like you're flowing through each movement. Or there may be times where you're like right on and you get it in a couple of tries. The idea is to create a smooth movement out of all of these positions in a way that is uninterrupted by the stress of it, meaning that you have released the kinks. And by that smooth range of motion, you know now that you have opened up the necessary everything for your energetic vibration to perform at its highest best. So let me do just a couple in a row. And here we go. I'll move back here. Starting up top. Oh, it does feel good now that I'm not talking, and you get to stretch it out, right? From here and back. Stretching out the neck area and forward and down and up. I'm in my little gym here. It's restricted width-wise. All right, let me do it one more time. I feel pretty good. Up, back, around, and down. Whew. And you know, as you do this, and you could keep going if you want, because with every time that you go through it, you could feel your energy rise. It's a great quick fix on it, like an energy day when you need some extra energy, like that 3 o'clock time. If you're going for coffee, go for a stretch, because it's more powerful and more efficient than a cup of coffee. Now let's do this exercise sitting down. I want to show you what it's like sitting down, because it needs to be easy. This is a non-stressful thing. So even if you just want to, you could do this sitting down. So arms up, stretch out from the sitting position. Now you want to put your legs shoulder width apart, which are about like the edges of the chair, right? That's where you want to start. Arms up, lean back, let your arms fall down, chin back, over the legs, as far as you can go. Don't do too much. If you can't, just go where you're comfortable. And then down, just let your arms drop to the floor. As far as you can go. Don't stress yourself here. This has to be easy. And then back up again. It's just that simple. Let's do one or two. Okay, you ready? Arms up, back. It feels wonderful, even sitting down. I mean, if you're like just feeling monotonous at work and you need that energetic lift, or something goes on around you, you can't really find a way to remove yourself from the situation, and you want to refocus your energy and bring your energy back into center and grounding, you could do this right at your desk or anywhere. Right at a table in the middle of the restaurant, you'd see me do it, really. Anyway, it's just that easy, and this is something that we do every day. So again, take it easy. You know, when we're working in the way that the Most High Creator prefers us to work, you are going to find how easy it really is. This simple stretch has more power and impact than I could even tell you, even though it looks so simple. Getting our energy into alignment with the stones, with the colors, with the foods, with the stretch. This is what's building out our healthy habits for self to be our most positive best selves. It's helping us integrate our spiritual understanding into our daily habits and how we live our lives. So I hope you've enjoyed Root Chakra Monday. I'm really, really glad you're here. Always check in and make sure you're signing in to get your notifications from locals so that every time I post, you get a notice. Because we're in this together. We're growing, and we are the new era of spirituality. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.